Today's Bible study is out of the book of John in chapter 1, and it's an interesting story about casting judgment, setting a prejudice against somebody because of where they come from. I've personally been working a lot on self-judgment, how I judge myself, and even a double layer with that, how I judge others, because the way I judge others is actually a reflection of myself. This is just one example of casting judgment, and a good example because this person would have missed out on meeting Jesus. That's so phenomenal to think they could have missed because their judgment, their prejudice got in the way. So let me read this to you out of John chapter 1, verses 43 through 50. The next day, Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, "Follow me." Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. Philip found Nathanael and told him, "We have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." "Nazareth? Can anything good come from there?" Nathanael asked. "Come and see," said Philip. When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said of him, "Here is a true Israelite, in whom there is nothing false." "How do you know me?" Nathanael asked. Jesus answered, "I saw you while you were under the fig tree before Philip called you." Then Nathanael declared, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus said, "You believe because I told you I saw you under the fig tree. You shall see greater things than that." Y'all, that just cracks me up because I can 100% relate to Nathanael in this situation. I mean, how many times have you been in a place, in a time where you're like, ugh, down there on that part of the town, or maybe it's in a club, in that sorority? No way. Could anything good come out of there, right? Like, that's what you're thinking. You have a predefined judgment against another group of people. And so that's exactly what Nathanael was doing here, is he was like, can anything good come out of Galilee? Philip's reaction is so nice because it's so open to possibility. He doesn't continue down that line of judgment, and he doesn't even try to convince him. He's just like, come and see. And he just leaves it out there, right? We don't know his tone, and I read it definitely in my own tone for how I'm reading it and interpreting it, but we don't know. But he was just like, come and see. It's even sometimes where I take coaching clients when I'm talking to them. My job is not to change their mind. My job is not to reshuffle their thoughts and reformulate it. That's on them. That's on you. But what I'm saying is like, come and see over here. Is there another way of thinking about it? Is there another possibility that gets you away from the hurtful judgment that you're harboring every day? Thoughts that are hurting yourself, and thoughts that are impacting your relationship with others, or potential possibilities. One of the most amazing possibilities of Nathanael's entire life, an opportunity, his first encounter with Jesus. Like, amazing, right? He got to meet him in person, but he almost missed it. So good thing he had a nice friend who challenged him to look another way, and good thing that you have the opportunity too, to stop so much self-judgment, so you stop holding yourself back. Stop limiting your possibilities. I'd like to have more conversation about judgment. I'm starting tomorrow, Monday, August 24th. I'm starting a 5 days of reflection on judgment. And judgment for how it impacts you. Judgment for how it comes up in your mind and you become your harshest critic. Judgment you put upon yourself that is unnecessary. If that sounds like something you'd like to do and take a study, I encourage you to click the link. If you're watching this when it comes out, I'm going live tomorrow, August 24th. And I'm doing 5 days of reflections on judgment, how judgment is impacting you and holding you back in life. That's the perspective we're going to take for 5 days, 10 minutes of intentional focus each day. Aren't you worth it to give yourself 10 minutes to focus on judgment is coming up in your life and how it could be holding you back from amazing opportunities like it almost did for Nathanael? This is your opportunity to dive deeper. Give yourself those 10 precious minutes and reflect on how judgment is impacting you. Click the link in the description to opt in. And FYI, if you're catching this and it's already past August 2020, just know that link is still going to work. So go ahead and click that and you'll have the recordings of the videos and the guide as well. So you can still go through and get your reflections on judgment. I want you all to see and understand how much judgment could be impacting you in your own life and holding you back from something greater.